Hi guys, for those of you that are watching in the back play, after we're done going live, I can't sleep, so I decided to hop on for a little bit, see if anybody's on. Thanks for the thumbs up, I appreciate that. Hey Big Tiny, how are you? I am praying for you. I cannot imagine what you're going through. I haven't had any teeth pulled, but I am praying for you. I took a nap earlier with the baby and I should have never done that, so now I can't go to sleep. And now they're all asleep, so I figured I'd hop on. How's Goldie doing? Oh, hi Goldie, it's you. How are you? How are you doing, Goldie? I hope you're doing okay. Good, just you're waking up. That's what happened to me, and now I'm like, oh, I'm wide awake, and I'm gonna regret it. How was y'all's trip? I didn't get to catch y'all live when y'all were at the hotel, but I saw that y'all went live. I was like, man, I missed them. I was on a. It was good. That's good. I was on another live stream, and Big Tiny was on, so that's why I thought it was him. Is the casino like? Do you have a lot of casinos where y'all are, or is it just one that's kind of far away? I've only been to one casino once when I turned 21, and I didn't play very much, but it was fun. The other stream was him. Yeah, it wasn't. It was I don't Megan, I think was her name, and he had got on, and it was like a few minutes ago. And since I couldn't sleep, I snuck out. Hi Kelly, how are you? Since the kids are asleep, I snuck out and came to the living room. I'm excited because my next live stream, I hope, I will have my internet on so I can have one recording and I could read the comments from another. So, and I could add mods. I'm excited. I'm ready to get our internet back. That's good. You're doing good. How's Doug? Hi, the real Joey B. How are you? Yes, I'm excited. It's been a long. When we had, when we were about to have Layla, we weren't really on Wi-Fi at all, so we turned it off and I'm ready to have it back. Thank y'all guys for the thumbs up. So we appreciate that. How's your day, the real Joey? Or night, I should say. But I snuck out, so we'll see how long I get to stay live. If they stay asleep, I'll get to be on here for a little while. If they don't, then I'll have to get off. Yes, you're in Dallas. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Oh, well, I hope you have a good day tomorrow when you go back. I'm grateful that I don't get to I get to stay at home with my babies, but my cousin is letting me watch her little girl, so we'll see how that goes. I watched her today and tomorrow I'll be watching her again. I used to babysit all the time. I'm sure you'll have a great day. I hope you have good customers. Much love. I figured I'd come in to show support. Thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate you stopping in. I really, really appreciate that. If you haven't supported Kelly, please go support her. I miss working a real job though. Like I really miss it. I miss just having a constant schedule, even if it's not the exact same time. Like I miss interacting with other people, and that's what I love YouTube so much. I'm trying to catch up on videos. Yes, and that's another thing I'm excited. I'll have two devices so I can watch people live and I can watch videos from other people. I've been going through everybody's name like because on the phone it has them like from A to Z, so I've been going through there and doing a letter every day so that way I stay connected to a lot of people. But it's weird is it doesn't have your name on there and it doesn't have Doug's name on there. And I'm like, what the heck? Like it doesn't show everybody that's subscribed to you. So I'm just trying to go through that first and then figure out the rest. Yeah, that's why I really like YouTube is like I can have adult conversations with you guys on your lives and kind of get myself out of babies. Constantly changing pampers and talking to people. It's a different aspect for me being a stay-at-home mom to talk to other adults and communicate that way. I know it's not the same as, having a real job and talking like to people. Like I worked at Walmart and did customer service and I loved it. I loved talking to people. Bells become unchecked somehow. Yes, they do, and it's so annoying. I go in there and try to find everybody, and I can only click the bell like on a certain little list, but it doesn't show everybody. Like I don't get it. Hi, Jamel. How are you? Yeah, I can't sleep either. I need to talk. Come talk with us, Jamel. Keep us occupied. But I miss a lot of things about working, like having my own, not my own money, but like my own income to help my husband and stuff. But before I used to babysit, I would have like in the summer I would have like 8 kids at a time, and didn't have children of my own, so it didn't phase me. I enjoyed it, and of course they would go back to their parents, so it was fun, and I made pretty good money a week for just staying with them and taking care of them. Yeah, YouTube has been doing that lately. Doesn't show some notifications. Yeah, it's really annoying. I just go in, Google the names of the people that I watch constantly, like every day, and I'm glad yours shows up big tiny when or Goldilocks when y'all are live. I get y'all's notifications, but sometimes I don't get Kelly's, and I'm like or like they've unsubscribed me to her once, and I'm like, what the heck? I love watching y'all. Have to unsub and sub again. Then click the button. Yeah. But I was also in YouTube jail, so I couldn't unsubscribe to anybody because I was scared I wasn't going to find them again. But I went and cleared that up. There's a lot of dead accounts that I had subscribed to, so I had to go in and subscribe to them. It just has like a blue icon with like a person shadow, and majority of the time those are the ones that are um, no longer channels. So that cleared up a lot of space for me to be able to support people again, which is weird. Sorry, my throat is really itchy. Hey, I am from Australia and my channel is fish keeping. Oh, hi, Rex. That's so cool. Australia is my one place that I would love, love, love to go to. Tiny just rang your bell. Thank you, Joey, for supporting Tiny. You will love them. They are so fun and so down to earth. But Australia is my one place when I was a little girl. Africa and Australia were my two places that I wanted to go, and I went to Africa, so next is Australia. Once my kids are big, I want to be able to travel. Yes, it's Goldilocks. She's on. I appreciate you watching, Goldie. I love your hair, and I know you say your hair is crazy, but I love the way you do your hair. I cannot do my own hair. I've tried. I tried doing it in a mirror. I tried just doing it freehand, but I can never do it. My hair is always, ever since I was little, it was always poofy, but my daughter has really, like, fine hair, so I can do her hair, and I love curling her hair, and she's just so fun. Hi, Rup Media. How are you? Got you too, Deb. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate you supporting everybody. It's very nice here. I'm not sure how to explain it, but we are not just out back. Y'all go the extra mile, right? That is so cool. That is so cool. I would love to go to Australia, and I think it has a lot to do with that. I watched um, Animal Planet when I was little, so I always watched Steve Irwin, and that was my. They will support you back, Rup. If you just leave a comment on their video, they will go and support you back. That you're supporting them. They will. They always share the love. um, but I would watch him all the time, and even when my daughter was little, and we'd wait for my husband when he worked nights, we would wait for him early in the morning, and we would put on Steve Irwin, and she just loved it. Irvin, sorry, or it is Irwin, Steve Irwin. But that was my one reason that I wanted to go. I wanted to go to the zoo down there, and I wanted to meet him, but of course he passed away, so I could meet his kids and his wife. But that's one place I want to go one day. When my children are big, I want them to travel the world with me. Yes, he sure was. And he made you love animals. Like, you could just see how much he loved them. And it just, yes, the Crocodile Hunter. It just spread it on the TV. You could just feel the love for animals. And he taught me a lot about animals. I tell my husband all these crazy things, and he's like, "How do you even know all this?" And like, I would watch TV all the time. I would watch his channel. I wanted to be a zookeeper when I was young, and I wanted to be a veterinarian, but it just never happened. And then as I got older, hi, kids are just like him. Yes, his kids are. They are exactly like him. Hi, Tammy. How are you today? Thank you guys for smashing that like button. I appreciate that. But when I was little, that's what I wanted to do. And then as I got older, all I wanted was my own kids, my own family, just to have my own children. Because everywhere I went, children were attracted to me. When I was in Mexico, I mean, I don't speak Spanish, which Goldie, I told y'all, I don't speak Spanish. That's good. We're glad you're doing good, Tammy. But when I went to Mexico, there was a little girl that just followed me everywhere I went. When I went to Africa, there was little girls that they would just cling to me, and they would look for me, and they would hold on to me. And there was these a little boy and a little girl that lived across the street from us, Dennis and Rabina. And of course, I'm the only Hispanic one that went on our missions trip, and they would look for me. They would go to everybody's room until they found me, and they would stay with me the entire time, and they wouldn't leave my side. And there was a little boy that was with our missionary, and his name was Kenmore, and he wouldn't go anywhere unless I was with him. And his wife only felt comfortable with me, so when we would go like into the marketplace, they would stay with me. And I mean, I was younger than the lady, and I just felt that just to have that connection with people was pretty cool. And when I went to Hawaii, there was this little boy there. We were at the beach, and the waves were like crashing in on us. Hi, East Dad. Yes, when I was young, my dad's friend always sang that song to me. He always sang that song. That's too funny. But when we were at the beach, there was this little boy from Japan. I'm guessing to me, that's where he sounded like he was from. And he did not go with his mom. He ran away from the waves and jumped on me. And I was like, what the heck? Like, he was probably 4 or 3. I don't even know. He was so scared. And I just held him, and he was with me the whole time. And the mom kept trying to get him away from me, but he wouldn't go. So that's all I ever wanted was kids. After like all the little experiences I've had, to me, my heart told me that's all I wanted was to be a mom. To be a mom and to raise my kids to be good kids and to love everybody, no matter what difference they have, or, and they may have a disability or something that we as adults see, but I try to teach my children not to see that, to kind of, go behind there. And I tell my daughter all the time, they want love. They want to be treated the same. So I always, tell her, go say hi, or let's go play with them. And she does. My daughter is very social, and she loves to play with anybody, no matter their difference. So That's my goal as a mom, is to raise my children to be loving. And I always wanted like 5 kids. I would tell everybody when I was like 16, 17, I want 5 kids. I want 4 boys and 1 girl in the middle. And I got 1 girl, a boy, and a girl. So I'm like, okay, I'm done. I don't need no more children. 5 kids are out the window for me. But I love having my cousins here and stuff. So I'm excited for tomorrow to have them back, to be back in the babysitting game. That my daughter doesn't, is a little bit older and she can be exposed to more germs. Unfortunately, when you have more children, the more germs come in your house. So, because she'll only be here until school's out, and then she will be with her older brothers and sisters. They'll take care of her. So if y'all see her in my videos, you know why. How's everybody's day going? I know, germs. I love the little cowboy hat emoji thing that they made. I think it is so cute. My son has to go everywhere with his cowboy hat that my brother bought him, and he has to wear his cowboy boots everywhere. So every time I see that, it reminds me of him. Like, he's like, "Mom, my hat." He's so funny, and he's a little country boy, that's for sure. Excuse me. But he's funny. He's he is a character, that boy. He is very shy, and but once he comes out, he has his little charm that he does, and he likes to talk to the ladies. But he has to get comfortable first. He doesn't just he's not like my daughter where she talks to anybody and everybody. That's pretty funny. Goldie, do y'all live close by the beach? It is. You should see him. He's a character. It's 12:51 a.m. in Jersey, getting ready for bed. It is 11:51 here. I told us we live about an hour away. Oh, that's like the same distance we are from the beach. Um, we I was in bed and I put the kids to sleep, and I was like, oh, I took an early nap, or a late nap. It was like 8:30ish, and I fell asleep with the baby, and I woke up and I'm like, okay, I can't go to sleep. It's 9:51 there. You're an hour, 2 hours behind us. Hi, Coin Collecting. How are you? What part of Texas are you from? I'm from Texas too. Are y'all gonna be going to the beach this summer? Are y'all excited? I know y'all were saying that y'all are gonna go to like a little beach thing with some friends in Bryan, Texas. Oh, cool. I think I have family there, or they used to live there. Maybe not anymore. But Bryan, Texas, I think that's where they have the roses, right? Also, I'm good. That's good. We're glad you're doing good. I'm good too. I'm doing good. Just couldn't sleep, so I figured I'd get on. I really need to start doing more live streams. Oh, from Tyler. You're right. But I think Bryan, I think I have family in Bryan too. And Tyler, I don't have family in Tyler, but I know my cousins used to go there and they would always say, "We're going to bring you roses back." I live outside of San Antonio in a little town called Poteet. I was born in Lawton, Oklahoma. Really? That is cool. Yes, it is. I have family that lived in Oklahoma City, and every year we would make a trip down there. I shouldn't have fallen asleep, but I was laying down next to Tiny, so let's see. Aw, that's so sweet. You just get comfortable and you're out. Oklahoma is beautiful. Yes. Do you come down to the Strawberry Festival? Are you coming this year? My uncles, and then this ring, actually, this one right here, I don't know if you could see it, but this ring was made on a reservation. My mom brought it back for me one of the times that I didn't get to go visit Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma is beautiful. I love seeing all that land. I lived in San Antonio until last June. Oh, really? How cool. We're just Sorry, Gunner. I'm good. How are you? We're just hanging out. I couldn't go to sleep, the babies. I took an early nap, so now I'm wide awake. That is so cool that you lived in San Antonio. I wish we could have met you. We're glad you're doing good, the Gunner. I went there before my brother-in-law was graduating from National Guard. Oh, how cool! Your brother was in the National Guard too? My brother is. My brother was in the National Guard as well. I'm from Texas. Where are you from? Oh, it doesn't show me the emoji. I must not have it on my phone. Going to bed. Good night, Eastad. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you stopping in. We hope you have a blessed night. Or I do. My kids are asleep. I always speak for on behalf of them, of my whole family. You're from India. How cool. Thanks for joining us. My brother was in the National Guard when he turned 16. Yeah, we stayed on base right now. He's overseas. That is so cool. Well, we're praying for him. I know how hard it is. My brother was in the military when he turned 16. My mom signed him over. He went to basic training. The year he graduated high school before his summer. Sorry, guys. And then after he graduated basic training, he went and graduated high school. And after he graduated high school, he went to like the second part of the training, and then he graduated from that. So he had a busy senior year. It's almost coming, I believe, in August. Oh, great. Is he in Iraq or where is, or maybe you can't say. My brother served in Iraq, and he was there for almost a year, and it was the hardest year of my life. I cried so much. My mom would tell me, I'm not giving you the phone because you cry with him. I'm not giving you the phone because you cry with him. And I'm like, Mom, just let me talk. Just let me talk to him. And I would talk to him, and he would start crying, and then I would start crying. And my mom's like, I told you, every time you make him cry. My brother-in-law is in the military and is stationed in North Korea. Oh, wow. We're praying for him too. My best friend, her husband, is in the military, and he was stationed far away. Hi, Alex. And that's why I got to go to Hawaii, was because of he went to Iraq, so I went and stayed on base with her there while he was gone. Honestly, I can't say where, but he's nearby. Yeah, that's totally fine, Goldie. I understand. I know there's a lot of secret stuff that we can't give exact locations and stuff like that, but we'll be praying for him for sure. In North Korea. Yeah, it's hard. I know it's really hard, especially when you're close. Like my brother was my protector. If I think about it, I'll start crying. Like really. But he was my protector when I was younger. Hi Neve, how are you? And he was my everything. My brother. I remember when he came back from basic training, the I was in band, and my first like our first day to go to a football game was the day my brother came back, flew home. And I was like, Mom, I'll miss it. I don't care. She's like, No, you're not missing it. You're going. We'll go pick him up from the airport and we'll come back. And the way the field was, there was only one entrance and it was on the other side. And I talked to the band director, and she's like, Yeah, you can go when you see him. Like, just let one of us know. But I told the other band director, Okay, my brother's here. Can I go see him? And they're like, No, no, no. And I'm like, But they said I could. And once they finally like realized what I was talking about, they're like, "Yeah, go." And I like ran from where I was to my brother. I like almost knocked him over, and like I pulled part of my uniform and tore. Like I was just so excited. Everybody's like, "You made me cry." Hey, I got to go, but it was true pleasure talking to you. It was nice to meet you too, Coin Collecting Texas. I hope you have a very blessed night, and we will see you later. Hi, what's up, Masty? How are you? Yeah, it was really emotional for me. Like just a lot of things of I can just go straight back to that day. I'm just glad he's not in the military anymore. He served I think 10 or 12 years or 8 years. I'm not sure exactly how many years. It just felt like a lifetime. So I know how it feels, Goldie, and I'll be praying for you for sure. But I'm very proud of my brother, and I know you're just as proud of your brother as I am of mine, or anybody in the military. It's a blessing to have them a part of your family. Yeah, the day my brother-in-law left, he posted a video on Snapchat. I cried at work. Oh, I bet. My brother, when he was in Iraq, they got to call us like every so often. And I was working at Walmart, and at that time, we weren't allowed to have our phones on us. We weren't allowed to like look at them the whole time we were on the clock. And something told me, just keep your phone on you. Your brother's gonna call, and you'll be able to answer. Well, I went and I was there, and I could feel my phone ringing and ringing and ringing. And I knew it was my brother, but I was on the clock and I couldn't answer, and my break time was coming up, and I was like, geez, I just want to know if it's him. And I was like, no, it's not him, it's not him. But in my heart, I knew it was him. And I couldn't answer the phone. And as soon as my break came up, I ran to the restroom and I looked at my phone and I played the message and I cried. It was like, what if this is the last time and I don't get to talk to him ever again? It just like broke my heart that I couldn't answer. But of course he's okay. It's still just, and there was a customer. She's like, just answer it. If you get in trouble, I'll take the blame. But I was like, no, I can't. I'm not a rule breaker, so I couldn't. I couldn't answer the phone, but I like kept that message and I played it every day, and I just felt so bad. He's like, I know you're probably working and you can't answer me. But it just broke my heart. Sorry. He had to leave his wife and 2 children for a whole year, and I'm pretty sure he has been feeling like forever. Oh yes, I bet I could not. It's hard when you have a family and to leave them behind and to miss like their holidays and birthdays and all that stuff. It's horrible. It's so horrible, but they're a blessing to us. That's for sure. Hi, Aisha. How are you? I hope I'm saying your name right. Sorry, I don't mean to cry, but all those emotions just like hit you. Hi, Hazel. How are you? I'm doing good. What part of California are you from? Sorry, guys. Trying to pull myself together. I am fine, dear. Thanks. I'm doing good. I was just telling Goldie about you live in San Francisco. How cool. About my brother when he was in the military. It just brings back emotions. And him being gone and stuff. But he's home and he's okay and he's doing good. How's your day? Or really night. It's nighttime, right? Yeah, I'm trying not to ask for any more days so when he comes home we can go visit my brother-in-law because I know Tiny will want to see him. Yes. Is he stationed in Oklahoma? Or is he stationed where you are? Yes. Yes, night. I just got home from work. Oh, we hope you had a good day, Hazel. I've been to San Francisco, loved it. I've never been to California. My daughter wants to go, and I don't know if Tiny told you, but she told him, I want to go and meet you. Because when my littlest brother, he's stationed overseas. Oh, okay. Are y'all going to fly overseas? That'd be so cool. Yeah, when she was little, or like I guess a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, my little brother went to Oklahoma, and my best friend moved to Montana. Well, I don't know why, but somewhere in there she got California mixed up with all that, so she thought my little brother was in California. He will be over here in August. Oh, that's so good. Pretty sure you'll like it here. Yeah, I love to travel. But she got Oklahoma and Montana mixed up with California, and she would tell him, "Oh, Uncle Moses, you're in California, right? I'm gonna go visit you." So now that she's older, we've told her that Disney World or Disneyland is in California, and she's like, "Oh, well, my best friend, she has family there too, and she goes to Los Angeles all the time." And so I told her, well, Mama Vicky sent you this shirt from California. So she told Big Tiny, I want to go see you in California. And there's a Disney World or Disneyland. I live the Golden Bridge in Pier 39. That's so cool. I would love to see the Golden Bridge. And I know it's silly, but to go see where the Hi YF, how are you? I'd like to travel sometime, but I still have so much of Australia. Oh, yes, I bet. When you live in paradise, why would you leave? Alcatraz Island. My cousin went there and he took pictures. I have a cousin that lives in California too. He lives in San Diego. Next time I go to the Bay, I want to go to Alcatraz. That'd be so cool. That'd make a cool video. Um, no, but what is the Olsen twins were in this show, and I can't think of the name. Jeez, my head went blank. San Diego is an hour from me. Really? How cool. Yes, Full House. I want to go see where it was filmed. I just think that would be so cool. I was like so in love with the Olsen twins. And I watched all their movies, and I was just, when they had their clothing line in Walmart, I was like, Mom, I want this shirt and I want this pants. But my daughter likes that show now too. My throat is so itchy from the weather change. It got cold here. I was like, no. I mean, it's not that cold. It's what? It was the high of 68 or 70 or something. I want to go there too. I told Tiny I wanted to go there, but he didn't take me. Is it far from where you are? From either of you? How close is it, Hazel, from you? Here, cold, and now early was warm. Yeah. I'm tired of this back and forth, but I'm pretty sure next weekend it doesn't have it on our forecast, but it's going to rain because it always rains on our Strawberry Festival at least once in the morning, or mostly it happens during the parade before everybody's getting ready to go out and sit out on the streets. It rains. San Francisco is about 8 hours, maybe 9. Oh, wow. San Francisco is pretty far. That's like, I think, from here to Houston. It's like about that. Or even West Texas, like towards New Mexico, it's like a 9.5 hour drive. But it's fun. Where we live, when you drive out that way, it turns into like, we call them mountains when I know they're not. They're like, well, they're not mountains like y'all have. But they're, for us, they're mountains. And it looks like you're going to drive off the edge of the road. But we like to visit out there because we have family out there too. I would do a drone video including the Full House and the house where Mrs. Doubtfire was filmed. Oh, that would be so cool. My daughter loves Mrs. Doubtfire. How's your weather? I've never experienced snow before. We don't get snow here either, so I'm talking to the wrong lady. We got snow here for one day. Hi, Eileen. And it wasn't really snow. I mean, it was really snow, but it didn't stick. It just would get in your hair and melt. It's too hot where I live. It doesn't get cold enough here. I wish we would wake up and have, like, in San Antonio, it snowed a pretty good bit, but not here. It snowed and it would just melt. I mean, there was nothing. Yes, that would be so cool, right, to see Mrs. Doubtfire's house I mean, well, he was where it was filmed. My daughter, she loves all those little. We get them all into the old movies. I don't know if you have watched The Indian in the Cupboard. We found it recently at a flea market, and my daughter loves it. She's like, Mom, I love this movie. The Indian in the Cupboard. We watch Polly. Do y'all watch Polly? Yes, it is an old movie, and when I found it, I was like, you're buying it. I think it's so cute. And there's so many things about it that I forgot. Like how the old Indian passed away because he's got scared, and I was like, I didn't even remember this. Or I didn't even remember where the cupboard came from, and it came from his brother, and I was just like, that's the sweetest little movie. But we like to watch older movies, and my daughter loves them. Like the old Power Ranger movies, my mother-in-law had a whole bunch of them, and my daughter plays them over and over, and I'm like, oh, my poor mom. They drove her nuts, I'm sure, watching that with those the their song is so annoying now, and I'm like, oh, Emma, no more, please, let's put on a different movie. I feel so bad, but she loves watching that Power Rangers movies. And I don't know if y'all watched like Polly. And did y'all ever watch The Borrowers? Or what was another movie? Did y'all watch Billboard Dad? I know that's kind of like cheesy. Or what was that other movie the Olsen twins were in? Was it How the West Was Fun? My daughter loves that movie too. We found a whole bunch of my old VHS movies, and my father-in-law had stayed with us for a little while, and he left a VHS player here. So I was putting those on, and she's just going crazy. She's like, "Mom, can we watch this? Can we watch that?" But now it broke, and I can't find another VHS player, and I have all these VHS movies. I told her, I said, "We'll find you one soon." Hi, the native family. How are you? I was thinking about you today. Did you ever watch The Indian in the Cupboard, The Native Family? That's what we're talking about, old movies. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. We went the other day and I didn't see any, but I think we need to go to like like one that sells like older stuff, like kind of like a garage sale type flea market. We just bought it today. How funny! No way! How cool! Did you find it on DVD on a DVD? And then my husband. Oh yes, the Goonies. Oh my gosh! And we don't have that movie. That's the one we need to get. No way. My husband's gonna be mad. He paid like $10 for that movie. Uh-oh. That is too funny. Um, but the flea market we go to, it's closer to us, but they have like a lot more like the newer stuff or like the cheesy little toys for the kids. The Goodies, wow, they have a slot machine. No way, that's so cool. My brother, he's gonna be mad at us, but at me. But he was kind of chunky, and we would tell him to do the little shuffle. When he was younger, I mean, he got really buff in the military, but now he's got his figure going. Really, I bet. I love that movie. That is too funny. And my daughter likes to, she'll replay them over and over and over. Yes, that's where we need to go. They have like in the front of it, it's like newer stuff, and then in the back part of the flea market, they have a few that are like older, um, the older like just used stuff and stuff like that. And my grandma, she was like, "Y'all need to buy one that has a DVD and a VHS." I was like, "Grandma, I'll buy one. I'll buy one." Well, we went to Walmart and they didn't have them anymore. I was like, "No, y'all always had them forever. There was always like a ton of them." And we'd say, "Oh, we'll come back and get one," and I regret it now. Do you really? We have a ton of, well, they were my movies. My grandma had them, and I went to her house and was like, "Grandma, I have found a few VHS movies for Emma." And she's like, "Oh, we'll go through them." And I went and got all my old movies from when I was a little girl. And that's what we we had been watching for a long time. I need to get one. And I think they're the best things for kids because DVDs, we spend a lot of money on them and they get scratched and they don't last long. So I told my husband, I was like, these are the best ones. Like, they can rewind it themselves. They can, I mean, they can pretty much do anything and it's not going to break. Like, I wish they wouldn't have gotten rid of them. But what is some of your favorite movies that y'all watched when y'all were growing up? We'll see if If they're the same, like if we like the same things. Oh, the girls have the TV with the VHS. They won't get rid of it. I bet not. Emma was so sad when ours broke. She was like, "Mom, I'm so like I just want to watch that one movie." Oh, I like scary movies. Have you seen Ghost Ship? Gotta show them the struggle we had. Yes. You really want to watch a movie and you go to put it in and it doesn't play. Oh, Ghost Ship was so fun. My brother will not watch that. He watched it with me one time and that was it. Tim Burton movies. I love Ghost Ship. Me too. That was like one of my favorite movies. And there was this one movie. It was called The Lady in White, and it was a VHS movie. We found it at some garage sale. I don't know if you have ever seen it, but it was Hi Roisin, how are you? Um, I didn't even know they made a new movie. A Quiet Place. I've never seen that one. I watched the new movie It though, and that I seriously love that movie. I am fine. That's good. We're glad you're doing great this morning. We're doing good. We're doing good. Just hanging out. um, I don't know. But it was so creepy, and I don't even know where. It was probably an old movie. It didn't have like hardly any words, and all I remember was like there was these two kids. I want to go check out the house in San Jose. That would be so cool. I like watching. What is that? Ghost Hunters, but I can't think of Ghost Adventures. I like watching that. I have been at the Sarah Winchester Mystery House in San Jose. Wow, that's crazy. The Exorcist, yes, those are good movies. Um, when I was growing up, we weren't allowed to watch scary stuff, so Ghost Ship was probably one of the only scary movies that I watched as a kid. And when I was probably 15, did you really? The Native Family? How cool! Y'all guys have to send me videos of these things. Like, I want to see this stuff. But when I was a kid, or when I was like 15 or 16, I went to my best friend's house and we watched the Chainsaw Massacre, and I wasn't allowed to watch that when I was when I was younger. And if you guys go, you're in for a treat. I would love to see that. When we went to her house to watch this movie, okay, it was my first time watching it, or The Leprechaun. But when I watched it with my best friend, she scared me more than the dang movie. She already knew it was going to happen, so she would jump up, and it wasn't even scary. I was like, you're scaring me more than the movie. The property is big. Oh, wow. We've had some scary stuff happen. Like my husband, I was telling another, like on a ghost thing, I was telling them how my husband has this thing about him where my mom hates horror films. Yeah, my dad did. My dad was very strict with us growing up. I write gothic horror. Oh, cool. Do you publish books, or is it just something you do for yourself? My husband has like people, like not people, but spirits. Like he goes to a place, and the spirits have found him. He said when he was younger that he lived in a creepy pasta. Nope, never heard of those. That this house that he lived in, that he would hear noises, and he would tell his mom like I can't sleep at night, and she didn't believe him. Well, one night they had like a yard sale or something, and they went to the neighbor's house, and they said, "Oh, how is it living there?" And he didn't say really much of anything because his mom, had already said, "Oh no, you're just making it up." Well, they said, "Well, there was a little girl that, not a little girl, but she was probably a teenager, and she had killed herself in his closet." And they told him which room, and he was like, "That's my room, and that's my closet." Like, I was like, "Oh, that's freaky." So ever since then, like, if he goes to a house, like, the spirits find him. Yeah, it's really crazy. And when I met him, I had stayed a few times at his mom's house, and in the middle of the night, like, because we would house sit for her, and not when I met him, but once we got to know each other and we were together for a while, I would help, babysit with him, or not babysit, house sit, and we would puppy sit for her. And he had to go to work, and I said, well, we'll wake up early and I kid you not, like not even 10, 20 minutes after we fell asleep, you hear like the pan in the kitchen go slammed on the floor. And it was, I had put all like the dishes on the back, like her, and it was just, it was freaky. And I was like, never again will I stay the night here. And he said, he was taking a shower one time that he heard this noise and he was like, whatever, like just ignoring it. And then all of a sudden he heard like a window break, and he went to his to the kitchen like in a towel. He didn't even get dressed. He just went to go see what the noise was. And the window from the inside was smashed outwards, and his mom was asleep in the house, and she comes and she's like, "Why did you do that?" He's like, "Mom, I was in the shower. Like I have soap in my hair." I was like, "Oh, it's just freaky." I have been working on a series for about 2 years, but I've always wrote. Plus, I'm working on children's book. That is really cool, the Native family. I used to love to write. I would write stories on the Story Write. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. And um, we would write little stories on there or little poems that I thought were cute. But I used to love to write. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like my poor husband, I feel bad for him. And the last house we lived in was, I was renting a house from my cousin, and my uncle had passed away in there, and my husband kept telling me, I hear things, and I never told him that my uncle passed away there, and I knew which room he passed away in, and my husband would feel it more at night, like if he stayed in that room, because he used to play games a lot, and if he stayed in that room, he'd be like, I hear something, this is going on, and I just never told him, because I don't want to freak him out, we're renting there, and now that we live here, we don't hear things as much as we did before, or like at that other house was crazy. And I didn't even tell you what happened there. I don't know if I did, maybe, but that other house that he was renting, him and his mom had stayed in, the man killed himself because he found out that the wife was going to leave him. So thank you for liking, TK. I appreciate that. Yeah, I told him, I was like, it's just too freaky. Girl, I could tell you some stories. I bet. We're gonna have to do a ghost story at your channel when you're free one night. Yeah, it is. It's really crazy. The only scary thing that's ever like happened to me at, because we lived in the same house all my life when I was growing up. When my tia passed away, I was really attached to her, and me and my little brother, my mom worked, and I pretty much took care of him. How's your day going, TK? Um, oh my, when my mom would work a lot, I would make dinner, and me and my little brother would just eat together. And see, the Native family, you got to do a story night on your channel. Um, we stayed there, and it was like probably, hi Jules, how are you? Oh my God, that's actually something I wanted to do on my channel one night. Have everyone tell ghosts. That sounds good. We should do that, Goldilocks. I'm doing good, thank you. Um, but when she passed away, I was really attached to her, and we were eating dinner, and after a little while, like we didn't have the TV on or nothing. Normally we have something playing, but we had just watched the Selena movie, and we were just sitting there, and we were talking about her, and her favorite movie was Selena. And we were sitting there, and me and my little brother just kind of got quiet, and we just kept eating our dinner, and we were just looking at each other, and I looked down, and then I looked up, and he was eating. And as I was looking up, I literally saw the DVD, the movie, like be picked up off the DVD player and slammed back down. And I was like, okay, Tia, like I'll put it on for you. And after that, nothing ever like came of it. And this one time I was like, man, I can't find my glasses. This is a stupid, scary movie. It's not scary, but it's a stupid, scary thing. But I was like, man, I can't find my glasses. And I know if my Thea was here, she would find them for me. And I turn around, and I kid you not, my glasses were on top of my desk. And I know I looked there. I looked everywhere, like everywhere. And I was like, that's just crazy. That would be a fun collaboration. Like, yes, that would be so fun. Hi, Sugar Bay. How are you? But that's my not scary story. But I really don't have that many. Like, my husband's the one that, I mean, he could tell you crazy stories of all the scary stuff that's happened to him. Maybe a ghost that do pranks. Yeah, well, I figured it was my tia Jenna because like she would go out of her way for me. Stop in to say hello and drop a like. Thank you so much, Sidewalk Closed. I hope you have a great night. Gonna have to tell Tiny so one night we can go live and tell ghost stories. Yes, and do it late so that way, well, it won't be that late for you, but for me, so I can get on and watch you. But that was, my husband knows some crazy things. Like he's seen crazy things. I always tell him like, and my poor husband, he has the worst luck. Like he always has the rudest people that he talks to for anything. I'm like, honey, you're cursed. I'm just kidding. He said, I was like, you need to pray about that curse that you have going on there. Wow, big tiny Goldilocks. That's wonderful. Yeah, it would be cool. So we all guys go support Big Tiny and Goldilocks. If you haven't, it's Goldilocks. It's on. So we could do one big, huge collab. I don't know if the Native family, are you still here? I love that. I believe. Yes, I do. And I know, and one time, my tia Jenna is buried at our ranch, and before it was like all separated into like different parts, it was all open land. And my ex-boyfriend used to hunt that land, so we put out like cameras, and all the pictures, like they're kind of the way he had the deer feeder going, he had the camera kind of pointing towards where she's buried, and she's the only one buried out there. But in all the pictures, I believe, because I've seen, yeah, me too. All the pictures are black, 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 and out of 3 of those pictures, it looks like someone is, like a spirit is flying, like out from where she would be buried, up like this, and then it goes back down. Hi, the Cooking Craft Vlogs. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. And there was just in those pictures, and then after there was like black, black, black. Give everyone some love. Thank you for loving and supporting everyone on here. I appreciate that. Also, good Sugar Bay. Yeah, it was really crazy, and I wish I had those pictures so bad because I feel like it was her. Like and I would go visit her every time. Like we'd go feed the deer, go put corn in the deer feeder. I would take her roses and I would leave them to her, and I would go talk to her. And it was after a night that I had spent out there talking with her, because you could see us in there. And then as it got dark, of course there's nothing in the pictures, and then those 3 pictures you could see one after another. You could see it go off, and it's motion detected, so it's pretty crazy that happened. Hi Rusty, how are you? How's your night going, Rusty? How's your husband doing, Cookcraft Vlogs? Completed my 4,000 hours. I'm happy, dear. Oh, yay! I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. I'm never going to get to the 4,000 hours. I know that's for sure. Hi, Jules. You're still here with us. Jules, do you have scary stories too? That's what we're telling, our scary stories. You're welcome. Guys, go support each other if you haven't already. Especially Jules. No, especially you all. I appreciate you all so much. Just supported you, the Native family. Thank you, Goldie, for supporting them. How's your day, Rusty? I love you too, Cookcraft Vlogs. I love watching you. You are so fun, and I love your little laugh. And your husband is so sweet to get on there. He makes it fun too. It's Goldie on Rusty. That's awesome. I've never been afraid of spirits. I grew up different. No, I'm not. Depending, because you can feel when somebody's not very nice. Yeah, no idea if I'll get 4,000 hours or 1,000 subs. I believe in you, Jules. I really do. You have such sweet babies. You'll get there. I've been on YouTube for almost 2 years, I think. Maybe longer. No, I think it's going to go on 2 years. And these past month is when I've gotten a lot of supporters. could craft vlogs. You deserve it. Yes, she does. She is so sweet and funny. Don't lose hope. Yep, I do it for fun, and it's Goldilocks, Rusty. You should join. Yes, I am a creator is your best support system. In all your videos, hashtag I am a creator. When you're looking to support people, look for those people. Look for that group of creators. They are all so loving and welcoming, and they'll support you back. They will help you get your numbers. Go on James Cox's live. He goes live Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and he's been doing a lot of surprise lives. And you will get there. You will get there. You will make it, Mama. Yep, she will. He helps you a lot. Yeah, Goldilocks. I have a little video, a small video about it. Yeah, go to James Cox. It's COX. I have him on my my playlist. I am a creator playlist. I try to add everybody, but I always forget it. I'm not good at it, but he is. And he'll add your videos to that and to that playlist. And you can find a bunch of people on mine. You can find a bunch of people on his. And they'll support you back. You just let them know where you're coming from, that you watched their video, you liked and commented, and they'll support you back. That's how I gained a lot of supporters, through James Cox's live stream and his yeah, he's on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Those are his 3 days off. He works the rest of the days. And you're welcome. I put you on my playlist. I know for sure, Jules, I put you on my playlist. But you go on there and he will help you. Yes, we comment and we watch. We like your videos. You just, we put the hashtag I am a creator when we comment. And when you tweet your video out, when you tweet it out on Twitter, put hashtag I am a creator, and it will help other people find you. When you make a Twitter account, if you don't have one, in there in your description or your thing, put hashtag I am a creator, and a lot of people will find you that way, and they'll help your channels grow, and they'll watch you, and they'll help your watch time grow. Trust me, it's helped me a lot. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to get 4,000, but you never know. One day, with all these lives, we'll get there. But I do, if you just comment that if I haven't put you on my playlist, just comment and say I want to be added to your playlist, and I'll add you. I know I have Rusty on there too. It's hard keeping up because, of course, I didn't know about this until after I had quite a bit of supporters. I think I got to like 400 or 500 on myself. By myself, yeah. I will add you. I think I have you on there, the Native family. I'm pretty sure I do. Thank you. I do this for fun, not in hopes that I'll get there, but one day. The channel's name is James Cox, COX. And he has a beard. In his older videos, I don't know if you've gone and seen them, but he had a big, huge beard, like a whole facial hair, and he looked like a man from the mountains. To me, at least, that's what he looked like. But he has some good advice on how to get your channels to grow, especially the smaller YouTubers, the smaller creators. I didn't even know there was this whole other family out there of people that just love on each other, and it's such a welcoming family. Okay, good. I guess I could comment. Oh no, maybe I didn't even know I couldn't comment on here. Show live chat messages or hide it. I feel so sick, still can't sleep. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Isn't it funny, Hazel? I was just like, what? I was trying to find, because he said he made a video, like a movie type video. I couldn't find it. But, sorry guys. I know one day if I keep looking I'll find it, but it's hard. But he has some really, really good advice. Are your babies doing better than Native family? I know you said they were sick. Everyone in our house is finally better, and I'm scared to say that because I'm scared we're all going to get sick. We managed to escape everything. No, I can't. I took an early nap. My husband was like, go lay down. I'm going to take the kids outside to play. And then he's like, I'm taking my kids to my mom's. I'm like, okay. not my kids, but I'm taking the kids to mom's. I was like, okay, and I stayed asleep. I went to bed at like 8:30. And then, of course, once they got home, I woke up and the baby woke up. And we were awake for a little while I put them all to bed. And now I'm the only one that is awake and can't sleep. Everyone is sick, going to the doctor in the morning. We'll pray for you that it's good news. I went to the doctors with my niños and they both had double ear infections. One in which he got harassed by the security at a federal building. Oh, okay, I'll have to go look. Man, I need to go shower before bed. But your bed is too comfy. Is Tiny awake or did he go to sleep? Poor thing, my heart is so broken for him. His face was so swollen. And then to have it pulled out, oh. I finally reached 1 hour, guys. I've never been live for 1 hour. Thanks to Goldilocks for being on. She helped me get there. She was in the beginning. I was going to turn it off if nobody got on, but y'all did, so I appreciate it, guys. And for all the thumbs ups, too. My throat is so itchy, though, and I think it's whatever blew in. I didn't even take the kids outside because I was scared they're going to get something from the weather. I know it stinks when our babies are sick. I hate it. But they're doing better, so that's a good thing. And I was glad that they got sick right before the festival. So that way, yes, now that you wrote it in the comments, I'll go back and look for it. And it's at the 1 hour mark, so I'll know. Yes. Tiny says, hi, Tiny. I thought he fell asleep, maybe. But we have our festival coming up, and I don't want them sick for that either. Because hopefully we'll get to see some special people during the festival. And then my best friend's down from Montana. Her husband's moving. Or he's getting stationed elsewhere. So they'll be moving. So they came down for a few weeks. And I was glad that they're home and I get to see her. Because she's having a little girl. So she has a little boy, but she's going to have a little girl. And they're having a baby shower this weekend. So I'm excited for that. Aw, that's good. Hopefully his pain meds are keeping him comfortable. Yes, I'm excited. She's the reason why I went to Hawaii. She is, we've been through a lot together, me and her. And I'm grateful for her. And today's her birthday, or, well, yesterday, because now it's what? It's 12:37, but today was her birthday. And I didn't even get to see her on her birthday, even though she's here. But I know she's busy spreading the love with her family and stuff. Hi, Big Tiny. Thanks for joining. I'm praying for you. I was telling Goldilocks earlier, I was like, I'm praying for you. I hope you're doing better. I feel so bad for you. And it was not even you. It was her. And I told her how Emma said she wanted to go visit you and meet you in California. I gave him some painkillers earlier so he fell asleep because his face was swollen. I bet. Did they give you anything for the swelling to go down? I know. It looks so sad. I bet it was worse because it doesn't. You could see it from our end, but I bet it looks way worse in person. Hi, it's a Diaz. How are you? Guys, if you haven't supported him, go do so. He has fishing too. I think I'm going to record my giveaway tomorrow. Oh, cool. We're excited for your giveaway. And since I've prolonged my giveaway, I did a giveaway when I reached 100 supporters. And all these bad things kept happening, and I haven't made it to the mailbox. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer till after our festival so I can send y'all a t-shirt from our festival. And It's a Diaz thing won my giveaway, and so did a mom of 4. So I'm like, might as well wait 1 more week so I can send y'all a little something from Poteet, from our Poteet festival. I wish I could send y'all strawberries. Oh, they are so good. My grandpa and my great-grandpa used to grow strawberries. Stopping in to show my support. Thank you, It's a Diaz. We hope you have a blessed night, too. Yes. I also did a giveaway when I got 100. Yes, you did, Jules. um, I they grew berries, and when I was younger, my grandpa grew like 3 rows for us because, of course, my great grandma passed away when we were younger, and they are just the best berries. But these past 2 years, he hasn't been able to get any berries to take, so he took a break this year. But the years before, he got like second place because they do this big, huge contest and they have um, all the berries growing, and I mean all the growers competing, and they have like the biggest berry. They have they have the flats of berries that they taste and test, and it's just they are just some good berries. My grandpa's berries are so sweet, but I don't know what's going on that they're not growing. So I wish I could send y'all some berries. I wish my grandpa was growing them, and of course we get them free because we just go pick them and eat them. And that was also fun. Is my grandpa would grow the berries, and normally Easter is after our strawberry festival, or yeah, it's always after. Majority of the time, it's after our festival. So the kids, we put the eggs in the strawberry patch, and they're there eating strawberries, picking, finding eggs, eating strawberries. So it's kind of cute. In Northern California, there's a town called Watsonville, that strawberry town, and they have a strawberry festival every year. Really, that's cool. We get people from all over the place. I They would love it, Jules. It's so fun. It really is. We have one in social too. Cool. That's so cool. Um, we oh, I forgot what I was gonna tell you guys. Something about the strawberries, but I can't remember now. I forgot. But I want to do a live stream with the parade, but I kind of think it might be too loud, but we'll see how that works. We might. We'll see. Yeah, I might be close by each other. That's so cool. Huntington Beach. We have we have just it's just so fun doing the festival for the kids. They love it. I mean, I love it. I get excited and to eat all the good food. That's so cool. See, y'all could do a collab together where y'all sit at some creepy cemetery or something. I don't know. That would be so cool. I wish I had would have met some people that live like close by us so we could meet and greet. But I really don't know anybody that lives close to me. My eyes look sleepy. Yeah, Jules, I think your kids would love it. They're so fun. My daughter, my daughter, when we no, not my daughter, my niece, when we took her to pick her berries the first year, she had a heart attack with the sand, and then she tasted the strawberry and she didn't care. She was like, "Okay, screw the sand, just let me eat these berries." And she was running around trying to pick them, and it's so fun. We be to cemetery. Have you really? That would be so cool. We have a family cemetery that a lot of my great grandparents are buried in. We live in Riverside County, but we don't. We and then we have the one where I told you my tia's passed away and she's buried at our ranch, but that's just one person, so I don't know if it technically counts. I mean, it is a cemetery by they have the paperwork for it, but it's not like a lot of people. We camped out. Really, I didn't even know you could do that. Back in my country I am from, we have gardens that grew many different things. Yes, that is cool. My grandparents, my great grandpa grew all kinds of different vegetables. You're not supposed to. You snuck in. Um, my great grand oh, and my best friend, her when I was my best friend as a kid, she lived next to a cemetery, and we would go stand at the gate because it was all blocked, so we couldn't get in there. But my great grandpa would grow vegetables and fruits. Well, my dad's family, he would they picked all the fruits and vegetables, and they would go around, and that's what their family did to make money. Well, my mom, she said she probably met my dad before they even got married. And she was like, I was probably the one telling you, you need to hurry up. You need to get to work. I was like, Mom, that's so mean. We were about 25 minutes from Queens. That's so cool. I was like, Mom, you're a mean kid. And she's like, No, I wouldn't. She's like, my grandpa wouldn't let us touch the dirt. But my dad had to be there picking all the fruits and vegetables from my grandpa's ranch. But I just thought that was so cool. But now, of course, they're divorced. My parents are separated. But we won't get into that. That's a whole different subject. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I wish that they didn't put the land the way they did. I wish they never cut it. They cut it now in sections because when my grandpa passed away, he left 2 acres. No, not 2 acres. What is it? 2, 4. I'm not exactly sure how much acres they left to each kid, but they kind of fenced it off now. And I wish it was still growing fruits and vegetables and all that good stuff, but it's not. When we were younger, we would go out there, and my dad would go hunting for doves, and we'd go deer hunting. And my grandpa was like, "Y'all don't shoot the rabbits. Y'all don't shoot the rabbits." I want to go to Queens. It's cool. I think it's so cool how y'all live in all these different places. I don't know. Why am I phone? Oh, sorry if I had a bad connection or if I have bad connection. Okay, y'all guys that have Wi-Fi, does it work better when you're on your phone just off of the tower running your data, or is it better connected to your Wi-Fi, or it just kind of depends on what kind of service you have? Yeah, my great grandpa, he and I don't know if you guys know, but for Valentine's and for like Christmas, we take the nursing home cards, and for Valentine's, we take them roses. But when I was little, I met my grandpa a few times. I like Wi-Fi, but connection can be bad. Yeah, we'll see how it works. My grandpa, he lived in the nursing home for a little while, and my great grandpa lived in the nursing home, and my grandpa would pick me up after school because we would get out like half a day, and he would take me there. And maybe, I don't even know, maybe it was just one time that he took me. But I remember going and my grandpa telling me, Mija, Mija, come sit down and eat a cookie with me. And ever since then, like, I just have this memory of this little old man sitting on in a nursing home bed offering me cookies. So we still go, we have that same nursing home still. It's still the same place, everything's the same. And I take my kids there to go love on those people that are in there. So it's just, I just have this little soft spot for them and the ranch that we have, and I think it's a very beautiful place to be able to be there. Yeah, it's really sweet, and to see their faces light up. And one of my best friends, her mom works in a nursing home. I'm gonna tell you this stupid story. I probably shouldn't even say this on live, but we went to the nursing home. Her mom she would deal with the paperwork and all the medical aspect of it because she was like a nurse or something. And so she would tell us, "We'll go downstairs and see if they need help, and y'all go, help the ladies and stuff, or whoever's down there." Well, we did, and this one time the lady sent us downstairs, like to the bottom of it, and it was like 4 or 5 stories. And they told us, whatever you do, be careful. Just make sure nobody follows you in the elevator. So we're like, oh, whatever. Like, they're just making a joke. Sorry, guys, let me get comfortable. And so we went. And when we went down there, there's this old lady that's there, and of course, they don't walk straight, or they're in a wheelchair, and they're following us every which way. Well, there's this one lady that like grabbed onto us, like both of us. We were walking next to each other, and she grabbed both of our arms, and she goes, "Girls, you gotta take your clothes off and skid on the ice." And I was like, what in the world? And she like pulled us like towards her, and it was just the freakiest thing. And we just like looked at each other, and we like pulled her away from us, and we ran as fast as we could. And we are like, why is she telling us to take our clothes off? Because we were young. It was so weird. Okay, we love you, Maddie. I need to try to lay down. Yes, we're praying for you, the Native family. You get some sleep and feel better. We're BR Fam TV Live. There is a nursing home, but honestly, you can feel sadness there because it's a home for really, really old people that are ready to. Yeah, that is hard. Like to be there, like that nursing home. There was people that were like that. We love you so much. Thanks for coming in and watching us. I cannot believe I've made it to an hour and 15 minutes. That just blows my mind. Um, but the nursing home that we went to, there was, and I don't know if, I mean, some of them do suffer from dementia, but this one lady was telling us that her kids didn't go see her. And the whole spring break, I went every day to the nursing home with my friend and her mom. And she was like, my kids don't come see me. They just don't love me. And I'm glad you're here painting my nails. Like they would just tell us all this stuff. And so I had not crocheted, but I don't even know what it's called. You use yarn, like they're like this long pieces of yarn, and then it has like a little hook that you hook it on this little mat, and it has like a little color sheet. Well, I made her a butterfly like that, and she hung it on her wall. But it just breaks my heart. It really is sad, and the smell of people passing away is really hard to be around that, and just knowing that they don't have forever. That's sad. It's really hard. My great grandma, the one that I was named after, we did a video on it, and it was creepy because you see no people or nurses, but we caught something on video. Oh, no way. That's scary. That is scary. Is it like if it's a nursing, like a real nursing home, or is it like a vacant nursing home? That's just sad. That's really sad. Grandpa passed away a few weeks ago. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jules. I know that's hard. My grandpa's 92, and I'm not ready for that day, even though a nursing home as well. That's hard. It's hard putting someone in a nursing home, and my husband tells me, if I go in a nursing home, you better just shoot me, and my brother tells me the same thing. If I'm getting so old I can't wipe my own butt, just take me. Oh, wow. That's a blessing to have them around that long. He's like, just take me to the ranch, I'll shoot myself. I'm like, you're crazy. So you're going to suffer with me, I'll wipe your butt. But to have someone that you love and to see them go, it's really sad. Like there's these old men that my little boy, like I told y'all, he's real shy. So this old man was there. Well, there's an older man and another lady, but this old man kept trying to get him to come here, and my son finally like, oh yeah, like he was around him for a little bit, so he went and he gave him a hug and stuff. But this old lady was chasing him around the nursing home. I used to be the first hospital, then it got turned into a mental house, then got turned into the nursing home. Oh no, there's a place in San Antonio that we driven by, and it says the mental hospital of San Antonio. And I'm like, I bet you there's scary people in there. He had 14 children and lots of grandchildren and even more great grandchildren. Yeah, my grandpa, I think they have 11 children, but they had a lot of miscarriages. We go and visit them in the cemetery. But the little old lady was chasing Isaiah everywhere, and he was like, Mom, Mom, Mom. So I was carrying the baby in her carrier, and I had Isaiah on one hip, trying to get him away from the lady because she was too fast for him in her little wheelchair. But yeah, my grandparents both are a blessing. They're still both alive. My grandma's 87 or 88 now. And sorry guys if y'all see my little hairs. This is from having the baby, where all my little hairs fell out and looks like I shaved it right here. But I'm grateful that they're still alive. My grandpa, he still goes and works. He does things he's not supposed to. He drives. He got his driver's license like a year ago. He not got it, but he renewed it and he passed. And he still goes and gets going. My grandpa, nothing's slowing him down, and I'm grateful for that. And I hope my children get to grow up knowing him and loving him, and all the good stuff that comes with being a grandpa. And my grandpa has always sold animals, so when we go there, it's like, what do you have now, Grandpa? He has little pigs or peacocks and all kinds of different things. But I just think it's super cool to have, my grandparents still alive. And even though he speaks mostly Spanish, I'm still grateful for that bond that you have with them. And I feel like I have a better bond than I did when I was a kid. So I'm grateful for that. There's something on my phone. I hope it's, yeah, it's on my phone. I was like, I hope they don't see whatever that is. Looks like something. There it came off. It came off. But it's a blessing to have our parents and grandparents still here with us. Like I said, I was telling them y'all earlier about my tia Jenna. When she passed away of cancer, and she left behind 3 little babies. My youngest cousin was probably, he had just started school, so he was maybe like 6 or 7, if that. And my oldest cousin was probably 9 or 10. And it was really hard to watch her go. Maybe he was older. I think he was like 14. And my youngest one was maybe, he was young. He's a lot younger, so he was probably, yeah, he probably was like 7 or 8. Yeah, it was really sad. It was really hard to see her like that, to see her body just to deteriorate, and for her not even to really understand a lot of things. Like the last days were the hardest for me to see because I was really attached to her. She was my everything. She was my best friend. She was my secret keeper. She would kidnap me from my parents, and I would spend at least 3 weeks throughout the summer, not consecutively, but I would spend at least a total of 3 weeks with her every summer. And on the vacation, I would spend, like Christmas holiday, I was there for a week. Spring break, I was there for 4 days. Like whatever it was, I was there. I was there with her all the time, so I got to enjoy my time with her. But it breaks my heart that her babies were so little, to not have them, and that's one of my fears as a parent, is to not be here for my kids, to go through what she did. Yes, it sure was great memories. Like I remember, it's okay. I mean, she's in a better place and she's not suffering, but it is hard. It's hard to see her kids graduating and, you know, going through their last year in high school and her not being here. But we would make Christmas cookies every year together, and she would always make us little things for Valentine's and Christmas, and whatever holiday, she made us some kind of cute little thing. So I would do that for my cousins. Especially when I was working, I would go all crazy for them, and I would tell them, your mom would be here doing this for you guys too, and me. Even though I'm big, she'd still be doing it for me, but she was just, she was just everything to me. She sure was. How are your babies doing? Are they having fun? Or are they sleeping? Because I don't know what time it is for you, because you're in, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm probably going to get this wrong, but I think you're in Ohio. But I think I'm wrong. That's great. Yes, it's good to have her. Or maybe it's almost 12 a.m. See here, it's 12:57. Let's see. Okay. Is your oldest baby in school? Son is late teething. Oh no. My daughter she's been teething since she was like a month and a half, and still no teeth. No teeth. And I'm like, Layla, when are they gonna pop? And I think they're all gonna come in at once or something, because her chest is always all wet, and her hands are always in her mouth, and I tell her, but you can see where all her gums are swollen from teeth, but nothing's popped out. They're filling out. Does he like school? Yes, it takes. Yeah, it does. My son got all his teeth, like not all of them, but like all the front teeth by the time he was 9 months old. So I was like, okay, Layla, there should be some little lines down here, but nothing. My daughter didn't get teeth till after Like, they didn't come all the way out until after, like, I think she was 11 months old, I think. But I know every kid is different and they get teeth differently. Like, one of my little cousins, it's crazy. She was born with a tooth right here. This tooth, she had a tooth in there. And I think after she was like 3 months old, it fell out. And I don't know what they called it. They called it some kind of tooth. But when her baby teeth grew in, this tooth that she had the tooth in, it grew out weird. Yes, he enjoys school. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. Like, it was a like an actual tooth, like a, I don't remember what the doctors called it, because she went and had them like, is this normal and stuff? And they're like, yeah, not really, but, and not that it's not normal, but it's very rare. And when her tooth grew, it grew back like a weird brown color. And then when that tooth fell out, her real tooth, that her permanent tooth grew in, and it grew in fine. But I was like, oh, but she's gonna need bad. She's like me, I need braces for my bottom teeth. But she's gonna need braces because of the tooth, the way it grew in, it didn't grow in right. I told my cousin, I was like, I've never seen that. I've never heard of that. I've never seen anybody that was born with a tooth. But she had her tooth. I said, she's ready to eat meat. Yeah, I'm glad it turned out fine too. How long have you lived here in the United States, Jules? I know I've asked you this probably before. And you came from, I can't even remember. But I know when I hear your voice, I love the way you talk. I love your accent that you have from Ukraine, I think you came from. But I love your accent. I think it's so beautiful. My throat is all itchy. I'm going to wait till probably a few more minutes so that we'll have an hour and 30 minutes of life. Oh, wow. That's awesome. How did you meet your husband? Is he like native to the United States, or did y'all come over here together from Ukraine? Thanks. So many people notice my accent. Yes. And I think it's funny when people tell me, oh, you have an accent. Like, you have a southern accent. I'm like, I don't have no accent. Y'all are crazy. But I do know if I talk to somebody with an accent, I hear it. We met at another church. Oh, wow. How cool. So you came from the Ukraine by yourself. Were you a child when you came over here, or I'm guessing yes, you are probably. Because you look very young. He's been in the U.S. for. Oh, is he from the Ukraine too? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Or I've never heard him talk. I don't think I have. Oh, how sweet! You were just a little baby. So you're 28. I'm guessing maybe. If I did the math correct. Yes, he's from Ukraine. He talked on the birth vlog. Oh yes. Hello. And your surprise baby. I was like, okay, I was watching it and then I commented because I was like, well, does she really have to see the comments? I was too excited and I couldn't wait. And then I saw everybody else congratulate you, so I was like, oh, congratulations. And then as I was watching it, I was like at the end when he had found the pacifier, and you're like, you have to watch the end of the video. I was like, oh, there was a trick, those little stinkers. So I was like, that is too funny. I feel like your accent though is more prominent than his. Like I hear it more when you talk. 27. That's what this chat thing says I am typing too fast. Oh, I'm sorry. I hate when it does that to me and I'm the only one in a room and I'm like, just let me talk with them. You're the same age I am. What month were you born? You look really young to me. I thought you were like 25, but I just did the math and I was like, oh, maybe she's 28. I think you look like you're 25 or like in your younger 20s. I know you have to wait to talk. 25 on the picture. Oh, okay. But in person, when I saw you live, you look really young too. Really young too. What month were you born in? Oh, you're born in October. My baby's was born in October. I have a lot of family members in October. So I'm older than you by 2 months because I'm born in August and I'll be 28 this year. That is so cool. I wish you lived close to me so we could hang out and get our kids together because I seriously love watching you. But you're too far. Yes. And I'm really short, so I look like a kid to a lot of people. When I was doing my daughter's first birthday party, I was probably 23. You're just south of us. Yep, I sure am. I wonder how many hours it would be to get to where you are. Not that I drive far, but I'm scared to drive like really far. um, I wonder how far away you would be. What day were you born in October? Like 20 hours. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of driving. I'd have to fly to you. Or you'd have to fly down here to get away from the cold. Are you freezing yet? You want to come to to some nice hot summer sun, even though it's been a little cool, but it still probably would be warm to you. End of the month. Oh, good. My daughter was born on the 3rd, and I have one of my nieces is the 23rd, and then I have my twin nieces are the 31st. My little cousin's the 31st or the 30th. His is the 30th. And then I have more cousins. I have cousins. My brother's the 13th. My little cousin's the 6th, 13, 20. What is my mom? The 16th also, morning in the UK. Hi, Juno. How are you? I mean, we have birthdays all throughout October. It's crazy. Sorry, don't want to read. No, no, no. That's totally fine. I totally understand. But that's so cool that you're. I just was wondering if it was the exact same day as my daughter. That would have been so cool. How is your morning going, Jono? Jono. On the Go Vlogs. I'm good. Just want to go back to sleep. And I haven't even gone to sleep. I cannot go to sleep. I'm so ready for bed. Yep. It is not. It's late. It's 1:07. It's 1:07 here. Thursday. I think it's Thursday too for us. Oh, we hope you have a wonderful day at work. I know I have to wake up early, so my husband has to go to work. No, you're fine, Tiny. We're still here. I mean, Goldilocks. um, we have my husband has to wake up at 5, and then my little cousin's coming, so I'll be awake at 5 until they fall back asleep. My babies. Hopefully, they don't wake up when he wakes up. Most of the time, they stay asleep. They don't even hear him. Oh, my eye is itchy. This weather, I'm telling you, it's driving me nuts. I'm so ready to not be all itchy in my eyes, my throat. Did you get snow out there, Jules? Even Eden habaneros really chilly. I'm growing them for fish water. No. Oh, from fish water. No, do you have those like hydro water plants? Like where you grow, supposed to, but not yet. I hope you don't. What are they called? I saw a video on it where they just grow the plant in water, but it's vegetables. I had to wake up early because Tiny goes in early. And since we only have one car, I have to go with him, and I just stay in the car. Oh, that's good. Is it like a shopping center? Like, do you get to go, like, like look around, or like is it just like a few shops, or is it kind of like a mall? No, it's one potted plant. Oh, okay. That's cool though that you're growing chilies. I was telling them earlier that my grandparents, my great grandpa used to grow like all kinds of fruits and vegetables, and then my dad's would pick up stuff. Yeah, there's like, dang, that's a big, huge shopping center. That is so cool. I've been to I think it's called the Mall of America, the Mall of Americas or whatever, in Austin or Houston or Dallas or somewhere. I don't know. No, where is that mall at? I've been though, I think. I think I've been when I went to somewhere. I think it was Houston. Oh, yes. My dad has beautiful roses. He does. Tiny, he works right across from me. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that, that is so cool. I met my husband at Walmart when I worked with him. I was in a serious relationship when I met my husband, and things didn't work out with us, which I'm glad. And my then boyfriend would tell me, he likes you. He likes you. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't like me. We're just good friends. We're just good friends. Well, we turned out to get married and have babies. Hi, the big bear. How are you? Is it late where you are? Is it nighttime? I'm pretty sure it is. It's pretty late here. But I think it's crazy that I met my husband at Walmart. And a weirder thing is that I had gone to a Petco, and I was buying fish, and this lady, 11, it's one here. A lady told me, oh, cool, you work at Walmart. I met my husband at Walmart. And she's like, you'll never know who you meet. You might meet your husband there. And I was like, no, I won't meet my husband at Walmart. And I was like, because I was already in a serious relationship. I was like, I've already met my future husband, and it didn't work out, which is, I'm glad it didn't work out. I've been married for 2 years. Not very long. How long have you been married, Jules? And I just thought it was so funny. Like, they saw my future, and I didn't believe them. My throat is so itchy. Almost 8. First love and boyfriend. Oh, that is so sweet. I tell my husband I didn't know what love was until I met him. Like, I feel like I base love off of books, or just like a fantasy kind of, until I really, really, until I met him and I found what true love really is. Because I mean, I was in a serious relationship, but I don't think it wasn't love, I don't feel. I was 19 when we got married. It went by too quick. Oh, how sweet. No way. I thought it was a YouTube worker. Maybe it was just a crazy ex-lover. Because that's what it said. She went and killed or shot the boyfriend that she had, or something like that. That's what I heard. I mean, I could be completely wrong on this whole facts. That's crazy. But her intended target was seriously injured, is what I read. Do y'all see how my moles make a triangle on my face? Especially when I smile. I know it's stupid, but when I was little, I would get picked on because of it. It was the YouTube creator that she wasn't happy with the money she got from. No way. Then where did they come up with this crazy story? I wonder. That is so weird. And so, yes, it's very sad to go and ruin other people's lives because your life was not. And the sad part about it is Google bought YouTube out. So they probably kept a lot of the same original workers from YouTube, and they're being punished for what Google did. I know, me neither. I shouldn't be talking on a topic I have no idea about. But it made me sad about when I saw that, because, I mean, everything that's been happening is just crazy. But I feel like a lot of bad things have happened for so long, but I feel that how the world is today, that we have internet access and everything is instantly published with, I mean, just like we obviously don't have true facts, a lot of this stuff is just kind of out of nowhere. But back then, these things happened too. We just don't see them, or they didn't see them as fast as we do now. So it seems like everything happens at once because we see it in real time. But back then, I feel like because newspapers took longer to be printed and to be shipped out, it wasn't all in mass kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Do y'all get what I'm coming from? Y'all probably don't. I'm probably just kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's not as easy to get guns and stuff as it is now, but I just feel like it's people are just as mean as they were back then as they are now. It sucks because when we had the super chat, people donated to us, and we haven't seen any or that money, which we don't care, but that's just wrong. Yeah, that is very wrong. And I don't know if this is true, but you only get 70% of what somebody sends you. So say somebody donates you $100, you only get $70 from it. Like that's not okay. But then it's just like the GoFundMe accounts. GoFundMe ends up keeping more of the money than you really get. Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know if I was watching because I was trying to figure out exactly how you got your money. Like how you got your money from Super Chat. Like do you get it once a month or do you get it when people automatically donate to you? Is it a check that's sent out or how? But yeah, that's what I had watched a few videos and I watched that they keep 30% of what you get. You only get 70% of it. I was like, that's crazy. And like for that, I'll just put a link to my GoPayMe account or go what is it? PayPal account. I don't have one, but that way people aren't throwing away money to me. Or you can send me a gift card in the mail if you want to, instead of doing Super Chat or a Visa card. No wonder some people link their PayPals and channels. Yeah, that's why they do it. But I don't think I could ask for somebody to send me money. Yeah. But that's what all the videos that were coming up. Nobody actually gave the direct answer of when you got your money from these super chats or how you got it. Because I was helping a mom of four, Nicole, try to figure out when she would get her money because she was telling people the struggle that she's going through. She's trying to get married and stuff, and her husband. They're trying to do a wedding for her and just different stuff, and people are donating to her, and she's like, "Where do I get this money?" And because she's in Texas too, and she lives a few hours away from me, but I was just telling her, I was like, I have no idea. So I was trying to find out, and I saw that they keep 30% of it. I was like, that's crazy. I'm just saying, if you ever want to help, just send me. I'll put my PO box. You can send me a gift card in my PO box. Because that's just sad that they keep that much money. They already make enough money off of commercials and what have you. They shouldn't be taking that, especially when it's donated to somebody specifically. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. That's so sweet. And so, how do you get your money, Big Time Goldilocks? How do you get yours if you haven't got nothing yet? You have to wait till you get, because I mean, I know you reached all your goals? Is that how you were able to put your money up, or you just put your PayPal up and they automatically donated to you? Or you don't have Super Chat, right? Sorry, I'm kind of getting confused. So you went on Streamlab to put your video through YouTube for someone to donate to us when they only know us on the net. It's crazy. Yeah, it is. And I saw when they blessed y'all, that just made my heart so happy when you had your issues with your car. But do you have Super Chat or, I'm sorry, I'm confused. So you go through Streamlabs. Oh, okay. You post your PayPal account on your videos, or how do you do that? Because I mean, I'm new to all this. No Super Chat was taken. Oh, okay. Yeah, because another when I was watching another live stream, they're like, "Oh, you have 1,000 supporters, you can do super chat now." But now you have to have the 4,000 hours to get super chat, and you have to be monetized. Which even if you have the 4,000 hours and you haven't been monetized yet, you haven't. Me neither. Maybe I need to make a PayPal account. That would be cool. Just to have on there, and if ever anybody ever felt the want or desire to, they could. Yeah, we have Streamlabs, which is linked to our PayPal account. I'm gonna have to look that up tomorrow and see how that works. Because I've never had a PayPal account. I don't know how. Like, do you link your debit card to? How do you get your money from that? Like, is it a card they send you? Like, I have no idea how this stuff works. My mom used to use PayPal to buy stuff off the off the line, but I've never asked her. Because, I mean, of course, she's giving money. She's not receiving it, so I wouldn't know how that worked. It's Big Root. Yeah, see. That would be cool to do. Do you have, Jules, do you have a PayPal account linked to your YouTube? Do you just, and Big Tiny, I mean, Goldilocks, sorry. Do you put it in your description, or do you have it just like, how do you have your PayPal posted? So it automatically goes into your bank? Okay. That would be cool. I'm sorry, have all these weird questions. You can put link on your banner as well. Oh, I didn't even know that. See, I want to make a cool banner. I know people have cool banners, but I don't know how to do that either. I just know how to use the one that's already built in. Art banner, I've seen people do that. I need to figure out all this. I told my husband, I was like, it's really cool how people have, like, what you could see. No, you have to transfer the money over from PayPal. Oh, okay. I need to try. I need to try to do that. I think they're cool. I think yours is cool. I think everybody that has them are awesome. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to put people on there and all that good stuff. But I was telling my husband how like people could see the screen. Like there's this people like especially in India. I've watched a few live streams and it just shows what their stream is, which I'd rather do that than show my ugly face. I'd rather let people just watch. But then I mean you do connect when you're looking at someone. But I was just saying, or like they do the computer where it has them in one little square, then it has like all their information going like across the screen, and then it has them like watching other people's channels. Or I just think that is so freaking cool. Like I don't know how to do that stuff. Sorry. I wish I knew how. I think it's cool that there's 3 people watching, but I don't know who the 3rd person is. And it's probably my husband over there saying, "What are you doing online?" Mine is not great. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. No, you haven't. Okay. I think it's pretty cool. See, now there's only 2 people. Yeah, whenever we go live, our info automatically posts on the description because, yeah, see, I saw how to do that. No, I tried to do it from my phone, but of course it didn't work. So I have to wait till tomorrow I get internet, guys. I'm so happy. When I get my computer back, I can start doing a little more videos. My mystery person disappeared. No, you got to do it from, yeah. It shows that it saved it, but when I upload anything, it doesn't have it on the Twitter or anything. Oh, now I figured out how you mute the microphone on here. Yeah, I miss my computer so much. Oh, and then I see the filters. We could have a dance party, guys. Okay. But see, but for some reason it won't let me message on here, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Oh, now I don't know how to get out of this. I gotta add that I am a creator tag on my info. Yes, you do. Goldilocks, it helps a lot. Ah, no, I don't want to stop. Oh, no. See, I always just do it myself because... There it goes. start as well. Yes, y'all need to. I don't do it all the time, and I'm bad about this, but once I go and add that, it'll be easier. And I need to add my Twitter account because he said Twitter helps a lot. It helps a ton, especially when you use that hashtag. And just to let y'all know, he was doing a live stream, and people were calling us a cult. I was like, what the heck? They said the only people that use the hashtag I am a creator are a cult, that they are children that are using this hashtag and that are people that don't have a brain. I'm like, what? And then they did a video about him. I felt so bad because he's helping all of us young little channels grow. And I'm like, if they really took the time to read and to watch his videos, or even if they didn't want to watch him, like watch somebody else that's using this hashtag, they will see that we're just the same as they are. Like, we're no better. You know, we found a community. We're plugged into this community, and we're using all our advantages. Like, it's a place for all of us smaller channels to be located and for us to find each other. Because a lot of times if you search something, what's the first video that's going to come up? A big video, somebody that has like a bunch of people following, not us little people. You really have to scroll down, but if you use hashtag I'm a creator in there, whatever you're searching for, you'll find people that are smaller. Jules, I have no idea how I found you either. I don't remember, but I'm so grateful that I found you. Yeah, I think it's silly. Like, guys, majority of us are adults, especially the ones that are taking it super serious. And I'm not saying children aren't, because they have a whole, new world that they're entering. But us as adults should be examples to them that we need to be an adult. Like, we need to act our age and be mature and respectful. And if you see somebody growing, why wouldn't you want to join and be a part of this community instead of and not bash it? Like, why do you have to bash everything? Like, I just don't get it. It's just, to me, it's very silly. But I'm grateful that I found it, and I'm grateful that I have all these new friends, and I found a whole nother family out there, because I mean, I talk to anybody and everybody. I don't care where you come from. I don't care how you raised. I don't care any of that. Hi, Giggles. How are you? All I care about is you're respectful to me, and and that I could care less, and especially to children. Like, I hope people are respectful to children. Like, that's one thing that kind of I will not support, is people that are not very nice. But I'm good. How are you? That's really sad, Goldilocks. Like, I am not ready for that day. I know I have a lot of supporters, but I am not ready for that day. I'm not ready for that day for somebody to come on here and call me out on a million other things on how I'm the worst parent in the world. I'm not ready for that. Or how I'm like super ugly, because I mean that doesn't bother me because I know I'm an ugly person, but I have a good heart, and that's to me that all that matters. But I'm not ready for that day. It would be so sad. I just think people need to kind of grow up and treat people how you want to be treated. Thanks. I feel like I am. And I've always said that. I don't know. I was picked on when I was little, I guess. So to me, I've always like, oh. When I was little, I was picked on because they were saying stuff about us that was hurtful, especially to me. I was ready to just quit, but our partner channel helped us out. I am so glad that you did not quit, Goldilocks, because I seriously love you and your husband. And I think y'all are just the nicest people. Oh, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. But when I was younger, I was bullied a lot, like a lot, and I didn't care. I didn't care what anybody said about me, but if you talked about somebody else, I was mean, and I was a bad kid. I would curse, and I would say all these things when I was younger. They would call me Medusa, and they would call me all kinds, because my hair is crazy. Like, it's worse when I was younger. Like, all of my hair right here, especially when it's windy, just would all stick up, and I mean, you name it, they've called me it. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Giggles. And I was one, like, I'm this really small. I'm 4'11", but I was the smallest one in school, and I would tell people I wasn't scared. Oh, I'm sorry that you're scared to tell your parents. And a lot of kids are. And I hope that my children, if they are ever bullied, would come to me, because I wouldn't tell my parents either. Yeah, I didn't stick up for myself. I'd let them tell me whatever. Like they could tell me, but if they messed with anybody else, whether I was their friend or not, I was gonna be there to defend them. And I would even get called like Dr. Phil and Oprah and all these other things because I'd rather people be friends and I would try to mend things than let them fight. Like I just I'm telling you, they called me some crazy stuff when I was younger. But and then when I went to Africa, guys, it was worse. No, I always ask my kids if they're being bullied. How old are you, Giggles? Your picture, you look like you're like 14. No, but when I went to Africa, they would start like making these little clocking noises at me and like, oh, they talk like, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, where would y'all even get that from? Do y'all not watch the Discovery Channel? Like, I was never bullied, but I hate that. Yeah. Oh, no way. That's so crazy. You do. You look really young in your picture. You're 32. Well, you are beautiful. I was never bullied, but I hate that. Yeah, I seriously hate bullies. Like people were mean to me as kids. But the only good thing is that I had my older brothers in school, so everyone says that. Thank you. You're welcome. Um, my older brother would be there to defend me, so you have 4 sons. You are one lucky mama. I cannot believe I'm on here for 2 hours, guys. I've never made it past like 40 minutes. Or maybe one night, but my phone almost died. How old are your boys? Laugh out loud. I got carded the other day at the casino. I bet you did, Goldie. I would never guess you had children. That is too funny. If you haven't supported each other, guys, please do so. It's a party here. Yep. I told you where's the little disco thing. 2, 7, 14, and 15. I have a 2-year-old little boy too. But my oldest is 5 and my youngest is 6 months old. And I'm surprised she hasn't woken up yet. Yep, he is my only boy. I have 2 girls and a little boy. They told me I looked 12 probably because I had curls and no makeup on. That's true. I was telling them earlier, I don't even know if I finished my story. I got so sidetracked. But when I had my daughter's first birthday, I was 22, almost 23. You want a girl? You wanted a girl. Aw. I know, my husband's like, can we try for one more? I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. He's like, just one more boy. I said, nope, I'm done. I don't think I could handle 3 girls. But when I had her first birthday party, I was probably like 22 or 23, and the guy told me, he goes, "Is that your daughter?" And I told him yes. He goes, "That's not your daughter." I said, "Yeah, we're having her first birthday party," and he goes, what did he tell me? He goes, "You look like you're 12 years old. You don't even look like you're old enough to have a kid." I was like, no, I'm 22. I was probably almost 23 then. My husband doesn't want anymore. Aww. I hope to have kids someday. Goldilocks, I hope you do too, and I will be praying for your journey for that. I thought I wasn't going to have kids either, but I did. I did have children after a long, like, I never had a regular menstrual cycle. I know it's kind of too TMI, but when I did get pregnant, like, I still, like, I have Layla, and she's almost 7 months, and I haven't had one since I've had her, so you have PCOS. So we'll be praying for you that you know that blessing comes your way, because children are blessings. And I mean, I had a really hard pregnancy this last time, so that's why I'm scared. I always wanted 5 kids. I wanted 4 boys and 1 girl in the middle, but I got a girl, a boy, and a girl, so I just don't think I could handle going through another one. Yes, we'll all be joining you in that, Goldilocks. Just know that we're praying for you. And it's one of my friends suffers from that, and I had woke up in the middle of the night, and I just felt the need to pray for her and to pray for her and to pray for her, and I just felt at peace, and she just welcomed her little boy. I felt at peace, and I told her, just to let you know, for some reason you were on my heart, and I prayed for you all night long. And like a few months later, she found out. I'm not saying it's because I prayed for her at all. It's not what I'm saying, but she found out she was gonna have a baby, and she just welcomed him into the world. Like, was it 3 days ago? I just think it's kind of cool how God uses people. But I mean, children are the best thing that could happen to you. But I know that you and your husband have a beautiful relationship, Goldilocks. Like, to see y'all two love each other is the sweetest thing. Like, to see people out there who just genuinely care and take marriage seriously is sweet. Like, it makes me tear up because the way y'all are with each other is real. And you don't see a lot of people like that. If I ever do find out I'm pregnant, I would go. I bet you would. It's to see y'all's face, and oh, you better surprise your husband. He'd freak out. You're welcome. I connect with y'all guys, and I don't know if it's maybe y'all joke around the way me and my husband are, and I see a lot of us in y'all, but I think y'all's relationship is so sweet and so tender how y'all care for each other. And maybe, I mean, I know you've told this your story of your husband and what he's gone through and how you kind of helped him come out of the rubble. I feel like I did that with my husband also. So I know it's hard to stand by somebody when they're going through just certain situations in life. And the way your husband loves you is it's just really sweet to see. Yep, and me and my husband have gone through a lot, and a lot of people don't know like a lot of the stuff that's happened to us or to my husband, and to me, I feel like it's just a lot of the times it was just me and him. Um, we hope you have a good night too, Giggles, and we'll see you soon. And to see y'all together, it's beautiful. You're welcome. You're very welcome. um, but I hope one day the Lord will bless y'all, and I know it'll come. And it may not come in the ways that we expected everything to happen a certain way and to come at a certain time, but I know God will bless y'all. God will bless y'all. Y'all are good people. I don't know why I've cried so much tonight. I have faith for you guys. My shirt has like food and probably baby throw up. Hi, Sunshine. How are you? Oh, you're live. How cool. I love your name, Sunshine Cooper. When we got our Dotson, we had wrote all these names down, and she had just turned 2, so she was learning to talk, and we told her, okay, can you say this? Can you say this name? Can you say this name? And Cooper was the clearest name that she said, so that's what we named our little puppy. That's why I love your name. Guys, I'm at 2. I'm surprised. My 2-hour mark. I'm surprised my babies have not woken up yet for me. They're probably playing. Yeah, she liked Curious George, and so we had her a Curious George party, and we got her a little Dotson, and he looks a lot like Hunley. I tried to get my husband to let us name him Hunley, but he goes, no, that's too much. Sugar with us today. Too cute. And Sunshine, where are you from? But we gave him away. He went to a family. Oh, okay, you're doing shout outs to Sugar. We gave him away to a family, and now he's a daddy. Oh, you're from the Philippines. I want to go there. That's another place I want to go to, the Philippines. It looks so beautiful, and the food always looks so yummy. There's a lot of places that are on my list. My poor husband has no idea what he got himself into when he married me. I told him that. I said, just get ready. The Lord's going to use us, and we're going to travel the world. Oh, Japan, yes. That is another. It looks beautiful and scary. I watched these YouTubers. I was addicted to their channels, but what is it? The Eight Passengers and who else? It was Eight Passengers and I can't think of their other name. Jeez, anyways, but they saw rats running around and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go now. But it looks so pretty, like the trees and the plants and all that. When the tsunami hit Japan, I was in Hawaii and it was like the suicide forest is where I want to go. Oh yes, I've heard about that. That seems cool. It looks different. Like it looks peaceful but also scary. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go there. Like the cockroaches and the spiders, they had big old spiders everywhere and all these bugs and I'm like, ugh. But when the tsunami hit Japan, I was in Hawaii and they were like, y'all better go get water, fill up your bathtubs with water, and y'all need to have food in your pantry. You know, if we lose power, we might be out for a long time. They told us all this stuff, and we were terrified. We were two 20-year-olds, and oh, we were freaked out. And they're like, it's going to hit us. We mean, it could wipe out the whole island. We don't know how bad it's going to be. The suicide forest is a place you do not want to go. Really, Neven, have you been there? Or Nevin. It's Nevin, right? Not Neven. Sorry, Nevin. Um, but when everything happened, we stayed up like the whole night. And April, I believe, is when the cherry blossoms come. Yes, they're pretty. Somebody, oh, I don't know if y'all watched this show, but I was addicted to it. We don't have TV anymore. But it's, oh, jeez. It's on TLC where they meet their wives and they bring them overseas. I don't know, it's not a place, but I still want to go. Um, what is that show where they bring the wives over on a visa? Well, there's one I searched it about it. Yes, 90 Day Fiance, about the place that is a place where people kill themselves. Okay, what is their name? The guy and the girl were the girls from Japan or from I think yeah, she's from Japan and they're over there right now and she said the cherry blossoms are blooming. Where she told her husband that she really wanted him to move back over there and he said no, that he wants to stay here, but they went over there, but they're back here in the United States and they moved to Portland. I think it was Portland or Washington or somewhere out that way. I forgot their names. And I just saw them on Instagram, but they did a story on Instagram that they were there in Japan. And I was like, how cool. I wish I could speak all these languages. I can't think of their names. Yeah, it's a place where the people that had depression and other things that with them that go to the end of their lives. But I think it would be a peaceful place. Like, I feel like if I was ready to die, I would want to go somewhere that's peaceful and just to kind of I don't think I would kill myself, but if I ever felt, I feel like I would go there. I know that one that's a fish and George. Oh, on Finza and George, but don't know that one from Japan. There's a movie about it. Really, I've never seen it. Yeah, on Finza and George, they drive me nuts. Well, it's scary, unexplored even to see what goes on. Yeah, that's true. That is true to see bodies there, but I think they would remove them. The forest. I'll have to look. I'll have to. Man, I wish I would have wrote a paper and a pen. There's so much advice that you have given me that I need to check out tomorrow. I'll just have to watch it back. Well, they seem a lot different on their... Yeah, I watched their YouTube. Have they posted more videos? I unsupported them so that way I could support more people on here. They drive me nuts on the thing, and I know it only shows what they want to show. Like, they make it more dramatic than what it really is. And to me, it's their life. They live their life, and just to... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I saw those too. I feel like she's more calmer in her videos. But she's also getting a pretty paycheck. So that's why she keeps doing it. Hate to bring it up the past, but have you heard of the YouTuber Logan? Yeah, I heard about it, but I didn't watch any of that. Yeah, was there. He got a lot of hate because it showed of the dead body he came across. Oh, yep, she loves that money. I just I really like George, and I mean, yeah, he did mislead her, but I feel like the way she portrays her love for him on the show is not the right way. But who are we to judge? If they love each other, they want to do what they let them. It's their own house. It's their four walls that they got to live in, not mine. He shouldn't have done that, yeah, but he was far from it. I didn't. My husband was talking to me about it, but I was like, I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know nothing about him or his channel. Yeah, and they changed their rules also because Google bought YouTube. So Google is putting in their own stipulations, so they're not dishing out a lot of money. But whether he was far or close, he had no right to do that. Yeah, I was in process of 10,000. Oh no. Did they delete your channel? YouTube made rules more complicated, but yeah, they sure did. They made more hoops to jump through, yeah, because the YouTube changed so much. I'm just, when all this was going on, yeah, they do. I was, I've been on YouTube for 2 years, but the past year, I would not say I was active at all because I was really sick. Like, I couldn't function hardly ever. And I felt bad for my kids because I felt like I just abandoned them and was constantly throwing up in the restroom. And, oh, Jules, I'm sorry. Did they take down your whole channel or did they just delete everybody from your channel? I'm glad that they didn't take down my channel. I'm so grateful that they didn't delete it because I know a lot of people completely lost their channels. Like there was YouTubers that I watched and they had like a lot of those like there were videos of kids. Oh, okay. Of kids that they would dress up like the Joker and like the mermaid, like all those things. And they were doing videos and they deleted their channel, but they got it back. See, I would use the editor that was on here when I had my computer, but I haven't done it. Yeah, same here. They took our super chat and were in supporting our fam. I think that's crazy. And they did it I mean, it affects the smaller channels more than the bigger channels, but it did it to the bigger channels too, because a lot of the big YouTubers I was supporting, they took me off of a lot of them. Oh, no way. And I was, when they first heard about it, and they're like, oh, well, now all my videos are black, and they're not, like, green or whatever. Yeah, it is. Sorry to all the smaller YouTubers. And I was like, man, I must have done, because you know how they said, like, your videos can't have that anybody's, like, hurting children. And I also heard that it was because a family was abusing their children on YouTube, and they were getting money from it because people were watching and they thought it was funny and they were like doing jokes, but they weren't nice jokes. Like they were really hurting their kids. And the CPS or whatever got involved and they took away all the kids from those people. Yeah, and they were making money off of it, and that's why YouTube was. I thought that's why they were doing all these rules, but of course, like I told you, I was sick, so I wasn't really in the loop of it all. But I saw it on our news that there was these YouTubers that were abusing their children, and finally, I don't know if a teacher found it or something, but somebody found that these kids were being abused, and the parents were making a lot of money from it. Yeah. It's really sad to me, like children, and that's why they had that going on. And I was like, well, I have this one video of Emma jumping into the deep water. Like that's why they took my monetization, not my monetization because I mean we weren't really making anything off it, but you know the little when you monetize your videos. And I was like, man, I must have messed up and they're going to delete my channel. And I was telling my husband, like, when I was starting to get back into it, like, should I delete my channel and start on new? He's like, no. And then, like, of course, the more I learned about it, it was just the rules that you had to meet to be able to, sorry, to be able to monetize yourself. You have to be 1,000 supporters and 4,000 hours. And I was like, oh, okay. But I thought it was like I did something wrong because one of the ladies that I watched, Bonnie Holine, I don't know if you have heard of her, but I would watch her and she was like really upset because they took off her monetization because in her like it's kind of like clickbait in her title. It would have different things like, oh, a kid, you know, had surgery, or oh, a kid had this and they fell or whatever. And it's kind of for them was kind of like bullying your children. So she had to take down and really rethink a lot of her stuff. And then like some stuff like when she was in Hawaii because they went on a vacation with their kids, they went to Pearl Harbor and she posted Pearl Harbor in the title. Well, they got that video taken down and they weren't allowed to monetize that because of the laws that they have on military stuff. Or I don't know if it's military stuff or just like places that are famous for certain things or whatever. But she had to change the title and like just a lot of stuff that I didn't even know that you could get in trouble for. But it's just really sad that people are willing to hurt their kids to make money on here. Hi guys, to whoever's watching. I appreciate y'all stopping in. I see there's 4 people on. Welcome, welcome to our channel. It's currently 1:51 here. Yeah, you do. That's good. You're getting your hours on this live stream. Yeah, I'm excited. I've never been on this long because, of course, I mean, the baby cries and I nurse her and I got to feed her and put her back to sleep and she was tired. She was awake with me. She slept with me for a long time and then she woke up. But YouTube HQ got... Yeah, we were talking about that. Supposedly it was a lady that shot up her boyfriend. Like she injured the initial target. But then now Goldilocks is saying that it was somebody that got mad because they weren't making the money. So I have no idea who or what the real story is. Who knows? It just me. And I mean, jeez. I couldn't imagine having that happen. Hi, Protim. How are you? Good to see you here. The longest stream we've done was 3 hours. Oh, wow. That's good. That's a good stream. See, like, I wish I could be on here. Like, there's this guy that I watch, and Protim is a part of that little fish fam. But that's good. We're glad you're doing good. His name is Biggies, and he does the fish. And I think y'all are supporting him, Big Tiny and Goldilocks. He does 8-hour streams, man. I'm like, geez, if I could only do that. He is so funny, though. I love watching him. He is just hilarious. Him, Eric, and Diva, and they all just make me laugh. They make my day go by fast. I love aquariums, so it makes my heart happy to watch them. Because YouTube making people mad, I never know people would take it that far. I know to me it's kind of silly, but I'm sad. Oh no, that fell out too much. Yeah, I don't. He does it back to back. Like he did. There's this. Oh, what is her name? There's another lady that I watch. Well, she called him out on streams, and he does them every day. But it's not just him. He has a team that helps him keep him going. But she called him out, and he was doing so long, and she was getting frustrated because the little fish family was going in there and talking with her, and it was just funny. He does have a lot of patience. All I know is once he gets monetized, he's going to be making some mad money. Hi, Rusty. How are you? Especially with how many people he has coming in and out of his live streams. But I wish he could do like put the videos in there so when people first come on, they'll have a video and then they can watch him live stream. I'm pretty sure they'll do that. So that way he can have a commercial playing so he can get some money. But me, I'm always in and out of there, so he'd make a lot of money off of me having to watch the commercials before I could even see him. If something else does something like that to the YouTube headquarters, they'll probably shut down YouTube for a bit. Yeah, they probably will. Who is the one with the fish? His pro Tim is his name is Big Ease. It's a Bigeiz, and he has streams that go on all day, and he depends on his weather too. Yeah, I don't know how they would. I mean, I feel like it's a wake up call for YouTube, and they're gonna put more security. And I feel like the school shootings that are going on should. I'm not gonna say whether I feel like guns should be banned or not, because that's just to me not on YouTube. But I feel like the schools should be more secured. How secure it is to get into a prison should be the way it is to get into a school. If you do not have a child there, there should be protocols. Like this should not be as easy to get onto a school as it, is now. I feel like every school should have major security. If we can pay for it for a prison, we can pay for it for a school. That's just my personal opinion on it. And I mean, there's a million other things they could do, but I do feel that our schools should be more secure than they are now. I feel that it's just really sad. The schools should really look at bullying because that's how schools should. Oh yeah, yep. I feel like the school counselors should be more involved in this whole bullying aspect. I mean, I don't know how involved y'all's counselor was. I mean, our counselor was there for us, but I don't remember like having, monthly meetings with her at least or something. Not be a but most school shootings are made by white people, just like the YouTube. Yeah, I won't do whole racist stuff on. Not that it's racist, but I won't do all that on there, on here. I just feel like you watch big YouTubers over a million supporters. Do I watch them? I do sometimes. There's a family that I watch, and it's the Meekum family. Ellie and Jared, Bonnie, Holleen. Well, really, it's I watch that little group. I watch Okay Baby. I really like the Ellie and Jared. They're really sweet people and they're nice and down to earth and Steal Kiss. I don't know if y'all have heard of her. She's funny. She's one funny lady. But I just feel that kids that are being bullied it's really sad, and it's sad that a lot of the times to me those that do the shootings, it seems like they have nowhere to turn to. Like they don't have parents that care or love them. So why not? They have the access to it. Why not? Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to get off here. One of my babies is awake. I hope you have a blessed night, and we'll see y'all guys later. Bye, guys. Yeah, I never watched him, Rusty, but y'all have a blessed night. Bye, guys.